Disclaimer. Oh, hello. Good evening everyone. Ya, selamat malam semuanya. Selamat malam. Ya, kembali lagi dengan gua Riksa Dhirendra, freelancer virtual dari NIJISANJI ID. Yes, hello everyone. Konbanwa. Ya, Riksa Dhirendra, your usual freelancer virtual here from NIJISANJI ID. Ya. Dimulai dengan PTSD disclaimer. Enggak. Awal-awal langsung kerja. Sepertinya tidak. Asik malam minggu sama Akang. Asik. Baru mulai sudah disclaimer. Sudah langsung membawa hal-hal yang aduh. Tapi ya sudahlah. Tapi udah selesai bukannya itu disclaimernya? Ya, disclaimernya harusnya sudah beres. Sudah selesai. Jadi mau submit story lagi, mohon maaf sudah tidak bisa karena di stream yang terakhir itu sudah terakhir dibukanya. Jadi mohon maaf. Ya, terima kasih untuk pengertiannya. Ya. Selamat malam. Chat counter siapa tahu ada lagi. Nggak usah lah. Yang penting ada. Kalau misalkan ada ya ada, kalau enggak ya enggak. Ya udah, intinya begitu. Jadi kembali lagi. To refresh your memory of what is StRiks or the like StRiks or StRiks, what is this? StRiks is basically it's you give me a script or a story or something narrative or something else, and then I read it for you. Ya, jadi intinya kalau StRiks atau StRiks itu kalau misalkan ada cerita atau ada narasi apapun bisa dikirimkan dan nanti saya akan bacakan. Tapi karena submisi sudah kelar, jadi ya beginilah. Kita akan kelarin. Mungkin kelar, mungkin tidak ada yang tahu. Jadi begitulah. Ya, kalau tahu akan close pas itu buat special message. Ya, punten atau ya mohon maaf karena ya there's so many things happening and I have to go on to the next because ya we must move on. Ya, tidak bisa terlalu berlama-lama dengan ini dan itu ya. Jadi pasti di mana ada beginning di situ ada the end. Yes, intinya begitulah ya. Nomor story from open that's priority. Aduh, oh my god, ya udahlah. Tidak apa-apalah. Yang penting mungkin nanti ada yang baru, tidak tahu ada apa ya. Yang penting ya. Without further ado, let's go. Cakep. So ya, 189 dan yang terakhir adalah 160 di mana ini adalah cerita tentang Timmy. So the last one is from Timmy, it's from DR, the pigeon boy. It's Timmy boy, ya. So ya, terakhir itu dari Timmy boy pigeon. Jadi mari kita lanjut ke 161. Sorry. Ya, oke. Jadi, oke. Mari kita mulai. We all know you love Nissan car like your Skyline GTR, the Z, and Sylvia. Those cars is the most iconic Japanese car ever. But inside Nissan is a humble little tuning company that's set on building the badass Nissan on the planet. This is everything you need to know on Nismo. Outspeed on Nismo. It's 1984. Guys on Wall Street are listening to Job Van Holland doing lots of cocaine and then seeing Beverly Hills Cop. Over in Japan, Nissan wants to consolidate its two motorsport division into one streamlined sleek as can be unit. There was the Opama Works division responsible for supporting private teams, and Nissan the more wing was dealt with the factory team. It didn't make no sense to split them up like that. They had to come together. This melted combination of two factories will be given new name, Nissan Motorsport International Limited or Nismo for short. The man Nissan chose to lead this new division was a dude by the name of Yasuharu Namba. Why him? Well, back in 1956, he piloted a Datsun 210 rally car on 10,000 miles around the perimeter of the scariest nation on earth. No, not Quebec. I'm talking about Australia. That was Datsun's first ever motorsport event, and their cars came in first and fourth in the class, shocking everyone. Fast forward to 1985, and Nismo is winning pretty much right out of the gate. There's a controversy in the race car is winning hundreds of events in Japan, while Nismo is really program is tearing it up all over the Asia, just like me on my gap year. Nismo devised a fairly easy to be really ready and even developed a wide body S chassis called 240 RS. Nissan and Nismo would continue endurance and rally competition, but the car that really put Nismo on the map was the same car that put this show on the map, the R32 Skyline GTR. Nismo got their hands on the R32 and started tuning it up for the track, and let me tell you that the tuning they did, it was outstanding. Nissan's goal with the R32 was to dominate Japanese Group A racing, and dominated it. From the 1990 to 1993, the Nismo R32 won all 29 races it entered on Japan. They even went aboard and won massive races like the 24s of the Nürburgring and 24s of Spa. The Nismo R32 earning the greatest nickname ever, the Godzilla. It was true beast from the east. And to celebrate the car's dominance and to complete with homologation rules, Nismo produced a road legal version of their Group A car called Skyline GTR Nismo Edition. I've driven one. It's awesome. In 1992, Nismo took their prototype racer to the 24 Hours of Daytona. They just wanted to see if they could win. They were just some hard-working boys all over Japan with a humble little race car that happened to completely dominate the race. The R91C was so fast it did 762 laps in 24 hours, which was a new track record. Nismo's victory was the first ever win by all Japanese team at Daytona. Nismo's racing exploits sent a message to the world. Through the 90s, Nismo continued their Skyline champion with the R33, even taking their car to the Le Mans, which is basically the biggest race in the world. To commemorate their effort, they made another special edition of Skyline, the 400R. This special R33 has its RB26 engine board and stroke out, making 400 horsepower. The tune-up engine and aerodynamic tweak gave the 400R a top speed of 186 miles an hour. Well, I don't care who you are, but that's fast. But Nismo wasn't all about building the most sophisticated race car out there. They did some stuff for the little guy too. In the 1997, they launched a March Cup, which let racers with small budget race trick out economy cars in single-make races. The K11 March might not have been the fastest car out there, but if you get a bunch of them on the track, the racing is just as intense and fun to watch as a Group A. 1999 meant three things: the looming threat of Y2K, the Grammy Award-winning hit Smooth by Santana featuring Rob Thomas of Matchbox 20, and the arrival of greatest Skyline in the world has ever seen, the R34 GTR. Nismo's entry for the 1999 Japan Grand Touring Championship will turn out to be one of the most iconic Japanese race car ever. Yellow paint top with a giant Pennzoil logo made for a pretty sweet-looking race car. Unfortunately for Nismo, their competition stepped their game up too, and the R34 will score it up until the fourth race of the season. Luckily, the driver was so consistent that he was able to grab the driver's title 2 years in a row in that car. The Skyline was unique from other GTRs in that it was rear-wheel drive, since all-wheel drive was outlawed in the racing league's rules. Well, you may recognize this car from its numerous appearances in the Gran Turismo series. Nismo also released the mother of all street-legal R34, the Skyline GTR Z-Tune. It borrowed its engine from Nissan GT500 race car, each one built by hand. True to the spirit of Nismo, it was basically a race car that you could drive on the street. Nissan didn't plan on making any money with this car, only 20 Z-Tunes were ever built. They just wanted to commemorate 20 years of Nismo tuning, with the Skyline GTR production at its end in 2003, yeah. Nismo needed a new platform to base their car off. Luckily, Nissan had revived the Z platform in 2002. Nismo took the 350Z and modified the hell out of the bodywork, installing huge front and rear ducts that served to improve aerodynamics and brake cooling. The whole car was built on top of a bespoke tube chassis wrapped in carbon fiber. The twin-turbo VQ30 met an estimated 470 horsepower, enough to secure the championship in the car's debut season, as well as the next. Alongside the race car, Nismo has also released 350Z S-Tune GT, a car designed with a sole purpose of having the longest name ever. The S-Tune was the 350Z, outfitted with the usual Nismo flair of custom bodywork and wheels, but that wasn't all. It also has an upgraded cam and full-fit specially tuned ECU. It also had bigger Brembo brakes and an adjustable rear wing. This was a Nismo your dad could buy if he didn't abandon your family constantly over and over for your entire life, only coming back for long enough and to give you hope and then crush your dream again and again and again and again and again. So Nismo kept racing the Z for a few more years, but they didn't win as much, and then went back to using the GTR when the new one debuted in 2007. The new Super GT won the championship its debut season, just like the Z car did, and then after that it didn't win as much, just like the car Z did. I could get more specific, but honestly, it feels like I've been talking about GTR all day. So, okay, in 2013, Nissan introduced Nismo version of its more mainstream models, which mean cars like the Juke Nismo. This might seem strange coming from a brand focused on racing, and you're right, it's more weird. But apparently, it worked. Because the next Nismo GTR and 370Z, there are no Nismo version of the March Compact, not passenger car, the Sentra, Serena minivan, and even the Leaf. I mean, these Nismo guys will literally tune anything. Nismo embodies everything right with Japanese auto culture. Their Nissan research for speed elevated the brand from niche in-house tuner to worldwide praise. The Nismo name is one of the few left that can truthfully say was proven on race track. Subscribe to Riksa Dhirendra and NIJISANJI ID official in YouTube so you don't miss out stream archive. Also subscribe to the media on YouTube channel. Follow me at Riksa Dhirendra and NIJISANJI ID on Twitter and Facebook. And don't forget to follow on Twitter and Instagram. Don't forget to purchase my voice act booth and Sociabus and donate me at Streamlabs and Sociabus link in description below. Love you all. Originated from script by thank you. Suddenly stonks. Ya, S5 periklanan. Loh, bukan saya. Bukan saya kok, kan yang ngirim kan kalian, bukan saya dong. Okay, so thank you for the submission. Terima kasih submission. Sekarang mari kita next. Yeay. Ini nggak sepanjang yang tadi nih. Coba bentar. Nah, ini nggak sepanjang yang tadi nih. Sekali lagi, stream ini tidak disponsori oleh nih. Aduh, pusing bro, ini main Genshin. Halo, gak bayar bikin mabuk bro. Tiap hari cuma login buat 60 primo game dari commission, buset. Dah, terus harus lawan si anak Millennialsian bro. Cuma buat nge-send Barbara Abamona. Cuma satu hal yang sangat memotivasi saya buat ngabisin resin gue dan setiap hari ini. Tolonglah berikan saya yang F2PC anak kecil nih. Gue udah bosan cuma lihat artwork Clay yang sangat imut dan ingin saya koreksikan bro. Makasih anak kecil itu Mi yang kasih gue Clay. Gue udah bosan cuma lihat artwork Clay di R34, buset. Gue mau dapat bro. Kasih nih anak YouTube yang sangat rajin login setiap hari untuk Muna emang thick, but have you ever seen the cuteness that is Clay? I mean, I'm for one. I know that lolly that I must get from myself when I see one. I mean, have you heard of her voice? Her cute, adorable, and soft voice. It's a must have for me. It's a must have for me. Yeah, I must have her, but I won't spend any money. I won't spend any money. I must the lolly. Gue santet kantoran kalau gue gak dapet kelepas 10 kali bulan nih. Side note, people in the chat, can you give me a 6-digit number, especially if it's ICLLC? Chat, please don't. Oke, ya sudah. Jangan kasih. Not here, okay? Even this person beg for it, please jangan kasih di sini. Terima kasih. That's illegal, bro. That's illegal, bro. Okay then. Thank you for the submission. GWS. But please cute, yes. Do you know what's more? Do you know? Disclaimer. This is continuous and Super Smash Bros. And Therefore Speed Series. The Super Smash Bros. Owned by Nintendo and Need for Speed is owned by Electronic Arts. You need roll up interferer. See that only avoid screw it. It's not funny anymore. The crowd is called. I didn't know why I wrote this horrible bonus out of the story. It wasn't funny reading this stupid crossover, which doesn't matter well. I mean, NFS is really terrible, through racing and dodging balls. And the SSIV games are more destroying friendship and game that protects its fighting game. Even when the fighting game is denounced the game and proceeding through the fighting game. And why did I ever use the dedication to write an entire book about this horrible nonsense? The story makes no sense. The character are OOC, and who the hell wants this sort of crap anyway? After watching the stream, I realized how horrible and cringe the story actually is. The only thing that makes me happy is the fact I managed to make the live chat cringe at the second they see that disclaimer. But can I say one thing, chat? You're right, it's your third cringe and you can go hell for that. I wrote it because I love writing crossover. But after heavy criticism from fanfiction.net, I deleted it. At first, I thought it was only harassers who wanted to read a heavy Shakespearean story that I wrote. The crossover was perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. When I saw that my favorite VTuber, Riksa, was doing a user-submitted story thing, I thought it was really time for me to get the true recognition this crossover deserved. But after seeing the reaction of the chat to the massive number of captures, I decided to unload. I thought they were also bullying, but after a careful read, I realized how user-cringe the story actually is. The SSFB characters were only used as window dressing. They don't even make the correct personality and character. I was only using this to write a very stupid story that doesn't even make sense and only exists to be nothing but something that needs to be replaced in the trash bin. And I heard how you people are right. You guys should be right. This story is my magnum opus. I literally said I'll need to write an entire chapter that I then intentionally to cut the smaller bits and make it longer because longer and thicker is good, right? As way to end this, I would like to announce that any continuation of this horrible story after writing is made by a friend of mine who helped me create this story. They look in the chat, not caring for the reaction of people who watch the stream, only watching to see Riksa's and Riksa only. If they make a donation or announce that the person who writes this confession a fake and a liar in the live chat or comment after the stream, do tell them that their stealing was actually mine. Thanks. The concerned writer. P.S. I also look in the chat. Won't say my nickname though. Figure it yourself. Bye. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. So that's it. Ini dia curhatan autornya. Well, my job is just to read, and your job is just submit and maybe hear, maybe see. So yeah, this is your job. Habis dibakar autor tobat. Well, ya intinya mari kita lihat saja. There is always more things to improve. So yeah. Everything come from bad to not bad to intermediate to good to very good to more good. So yeah, don't worry about that. Everything is process. So yeah. Lebih baik sebelum baca minum dulu teh hangat. Sudah minum tadi juga kok. Ya sudah, kalau begitu terima kasih banyak. Thank you for the submission. So, are you implying we are the author? Oke, coba lanjut lagi. Author's note. Rough translation of small one shot that I have. This one doesn't really have a lot of sense. I want to translate something wholesome, but I don't have anything like this, so I have something really strange. Oh yeah, also my English is awful. So this one, kalau nggak salah sudah pernah. Ya, sudah pernah ini. Sudah pernah. Ini ada di StRiks yang ke berapa ini? Sekian. 6 atau 7 mungkin. Kayaknya ya begitulah. Kalau gitu mari kita lihat. Kayaknya submit lagi. Tidak apa-apa. Whoa, okay. Let's try with this. It's quite long. Let me buckle my pants. Yeah, I have buckled my pants. So let's read it with my pants on. Why Mercedes F1 car is unbeatable. Formula One has been a hotbed for automotive engineering for decades. F1 engineers are the best of the best, and right now the best of the best in Mercedes AMG petrols. Since F1 transitioned to V6 turbo hybrid engines in 2014, Mercedes has won the championship every single year. Some of that come from a talented driver like Lewis Hamilton, but we've seen other drivers perform very well in Mercedes too. Hey, we've ever seen other teams copy the car and get almost full one and second advantage. So what is Mercedes doing differently to make them so dominant? Well, even though their cars change every year, there are some things about their silver arrows that stay pretty consistent. So today, we're gonna look at what gives them the edge. We're gonna break down their aerodynamic, their engine efficiency, and the innovation that they bring to the grid each year. Sponsor break. Thanks to Raycon for sponsoring today's episode of StRiks. You know, life can get noisy sometimes. Say you just want to take a quick 5-minute break, sit in your nice chair, enjoy the weather, and then some dude rolls up big Mustang and just ruins some peace and quiet. Bubun. Riksa, it's me, Bubun. Riksa, don't make it get out of this car, man. Riksa! But thanks to Raycon and the Everyday E25 earbuds, you can just pop this bad boy in and install it out the phone. Riksa! And what even better is they cost half the price of the other premium earbuds, so that's pretty awesome. And better yet, Raycon offers free 45-day return policy, so you get that truth. Go to and receive 15% of your order. I already mentioned that while with the original Mercedes AMG business, we can see that 100% certainly how they're beating anyone, because if we could have a job at a Romeo now, this will be a look at what difference Mercedes from the other cars, and I feel why this difference might be giving them an advantage and why other teams just can't shift their plan to match Mercedes. And we're gonna start off in the aero department. Aerodynamics played a big part in F1, and over the years it's gotten to be a pretty complicated subject. But before we start talking about what makes the Mercedes F1 aero package different, we first need to paint a picture of what F1 aerodynamics are like in general. Aero on a modern F1 car consists of three main things: the front wing, the floor, and the rear wing. The front wing is where it all starts. It's the first part of the car that oncoming air hits, and it dictates how the air hits the rest of the car. You know, the front wing is super specific, and this is why you just can't copy other teams' front wing, because it doesn't match up with the rest of the car. So the front wing has got to create front and with downforce, sending the air away from the car. But it's also got to channel that air vital to components like the brake dog and the side port at a high speed make the front wing job even harder. Sometimes the car can go so fast or change the direction of the airflow so much that it creates a gap in the layer of air. Some air stays to the body of the car, that's the boundary layer, and the rest gets on over the car. That's what's generating or downforce. And in between, well, there's a little gap of nothing, creating a vacuum, and it sucks air toward it and from the nice clean layers of air around it. And that's known as our laminar air. Some of the laminar air touch, detach, and tries to randomly fill the voids, bouncing all over the place, and this is what's called turbulence. Turbulent air is bad. You don't want it. It's unpredictable, spoils the air momentum, and it's really hard to avoid. Turbulent air is like when you're watching YouTube video and then the ad comes in. But what if I told you that we can make a special kind of air to fill the pocket while still acting like laminar air? Well, we've got one of those, and it's vortex, and a vortex is spiral of air, just like a tornado. It still acts like laminar air, and if it's shot into a vacuum pocket, it essentially sticks our layers of air back together, and this is why modern front wings are so complicated. All those winglets and the vanes are creating vorticles and channeling air to exactly where the rest of the car needs it. So the front wing is directing air every which way, and one of places the air has gotta go is to the floor. The floor of an F1 car is really important. The center portion is flat for minimal turbulence, but the front and back are curved toward to give the full car effect on giant wing. The floor has plenty of channeling panels and little venturi-style funnels to get air under car moving faster, so suck the car to the ground. And the F1 cars even send a little vertical down the sides and the floor to act like invisible side skirts to sieve out that air in. And finally, all this fast-moving air gets to the back of the car, and that big old wang tucked into two different types of wings now. The rear wing is getting loads of clean air to create a massive amount of downforce to press the rear tires into the ground. And the rear diffuser it also plays a big part of the downforce by funneling out from underneath the car very cleanly. Even the exhaust, yet even some wing treatment to mellow down. Mellow exhaust. It's like a quiet fart. Now the rear wing's main job is downforce, but we already know that downforce creates drag. Just like with the front wing, and the air being redirected and can create vacuum behind the car that would literally suck the car backwards. That's why modern rear wings have those little slits and cutouts to create verticals to cancel out low pressure zones. If you look closely, you can actually see the spinning air coming off the top corners of an F1 rear wing. All of this can vary from track to track. At a high-speed circuit like Monza, wings will be adjusted to low drag and straight line speed. At a high track pressure track like Singapore, the wing angles will be changed to optimize cooling and the engine and the brakes. So that's the basic of aero in F1. But what makes the Mercedes F1 car different? The main difference that sticks out about Mercedes is that it's a long body, like your boy, 6'9". Having longer car gives the Mercedes a big advantage with aero because they have more real estate to make the aero work. And if you need to channel air from the front wing to the brake duct and the brake duct a few millimeters further back, you don't need to shift for an angle in your winglet to make that correction. You create less turbulence and less drag. It also helps with packaging. The space inside the rear wheels around the back and the engine gearbox needs to be channeled off the sides of the car to rear wing. With the longer car, Mercedes can sculpt the bodywork around the gearbox more and channel that air better. And finally, you got the floor. Now remember how I said it was acting like a big wing? Well, if your wing is bigger, it creates more downforce. Thank you, Fix, buat beli ST karena StRiks. Terima kasih. No, all of this is totally different to a team like Red Bull, who has been long-hailed as the F1 Aero Kings. Red Bulls are short with a high drag to help them get around those tight corners better, but Mercedes technical director James Allison said that what Mercedes close from the long wheelbase, they make up with aerodynamics benefits. It's a number game, so you've got to sacrifice little to gain a lot. So Mercedes takes a fundamentally different approach to aerodynamics than most of the other top teams, but the aero isn't what people were so blown away by. Let's look at what blew them away the most, and that's the engine. Since 2014, F1 has been using 1.6-liter V6 turbo hybrid engines, revving over 20,000 12 12,000 RPM and making 900 horsepower. That alone is pretty wild, and that's what's even wilder is that that's the average F1 car, and Mercedes is on a whole nother level. There are probably a few secrets to Mercedes engine that haven't been released to the public. Maybe we'll find out that they had like a little girl living inside one of the turbos spinning it up, and his name is Lewis Hammerstein. What? Yeah. Lewis Hammerstein. Yeah. One of those things that's often overlooked, but Mercedes engine is right hidden right behind the team's name. Performance. Troll's company that supplies fuel from Malaysia from the Mercedes team, but not just that, they also provide all the fluid and lubricant for the engine. In 2017, Mercedes achieved 50% thermal efficiency, which is crazy. That is huge. To put that in perspective, the average engine is lucky to get 25% thermal efficiency. Thermal efficiency is measurement how much potential energy and amount of fuel has versus how much of that comes out of the engine as usable power. A lot of time, that energy is lost to friction in the engine, creating heat, and good engine oil can reduce that friction. This means that the engine is more reliable. There's less wear on the component and gets better fuel economy. But it's more important than you think. The current F1 regulation refueling is banned. Current cars can start the race with 110 kilograms in fuel, and if you drive balls to walls every single lap, you won't even make it to the end of the race. If your engine is more fuel efficient, you can either start with less fuel and be lighter than other cars, or you can turn up the engine up, burn more fuel, and make more power. There's a good chance that is where Mercedes party comes from. If you watch freaking F1 Mercedes, have a party mode is what allows them to usually qualify the fastest, cause it dumps as much fuel as possible. I'm guessing into the engine. Mercedes also optimize the efficiency of the turbo. F1 turbos are pretty unique already. They wire up to the hybrid system so the turbo can charge the hybrid power battery, but the system can also work in reverse. The hybrid unit can spool up the turbo directly, but Mercedes took a look at this separated turbo and they realized they can get more gains out of it. They spread the compressor in the turbine even more, and they put them on either ends of the V and the engine block, and they ran a drive shaft between them. This got the compressor away from the heat of the turbine, meaning it got lesser air going to the motor, and this also meant that it had shorter piping to the intercooler. On road cars, you call this a hot side of V configuration. Basically, this means that one section of car is getting all your hot side and another section is getting all the cool side. That way, you don't have any of the hot exhaust mixing with any of the cool air you're trying to send into the motor. With better thermal efficiency, the engine is also running cooler. Now, anyone who knows and follows F1 knows that Mercedes' only weakness seems to be on hot days, but it's almost never the engine that has an issue. It's brake temperatures or tire wear. 2014 has new engine came about, and it was when Mercedes started absolutely destroying the competition. While running the 2012 and 2013 season, they spent their effort building the car, or 2014, while everyone else was working to catch up, the Mercedes engineers had the freedom to get creative and come up with a new radical idea. In 2018, Mercedes came out with new design for their wheel. It was designed to channel air through the wheels to keep them cool and to help control tire temperatures. What they did was add a set of spacer to rear wheels. This wheel spacer was vented just like you see on the drilled rotor, and the idea was to get more air flowing through the center of the wheel, cooling the rear brake but also cooling the rear tires. And Mercedes are still finding ways to change tire management today. In 2020, they came up with the most controversial innovation yet. It's called DAS, and it stands for dual axis steering. And here is how it works. You turn your steering wheel left and the wheels go left, and you turn the steering wheel right and your wheels go right. You with me so far? Okay, great. We're on the same page. Now you push the wheel in and the wheels toe in, and if you pull the wheel towards you, the wheel to back out. And this tech is so new that we aren't 100% sure what advantage Mercedes are getting from it. But there's plenty of theories of how the system could benefit the Mercedes team. One hypothesis that it can help them in the tight corner where they're losing out because of their long wheelbase. Having a car with a little bit of toe-in can help keep the car straight and stable at high speed, but if the car has a little bit of toe-out, it can help the car dart into the corners. So say I'm the Mercedes, Hamilton, he retired, he's sick of winning, so I'm snaking my way through Sector 2 of Kohei. It's time for circuiters America to get in Dallas, Texas. The nose driving it just right through the 8, 9, and 10. Hard to brakes in turn 11, and then strides out before me is the back stride at the end of it. Will be approaching 200 miles per hour, but my steering is set up quickly and dirty, so I don't want that. So I accelerate. The cheer of the fan drove out by the roar of my Mercedes engine, so I go to G-force and pull my steering wheel toward me, straighten up the front wheels, increasing stability, minimizing scrap, and maximizing top speed. I like this theory, but it requires the driver to make that adjustment every single lap, and that is not what seems to be happening. Where they seem to be using it during a safety car period, when a race becomes unsafe because of debris or a crash, of safety car will come out to slow the driver down and they continue in parade for a few laps, while the hazard got everything cleaned up. The problem with that is that F1 tires are designed to run at high speed. They need to heat to stay sticky, and if you're going slow, they cool down. But with dust, the Mercedes car can adjust the two so their tires scrub the track just a little bit. This creates a friction, and friction creates heat. So when the race starts up again, everyone else is on cold time. But Mercedes can drive off into the sunset, getting the first place like they always do. That's it, guys. We did it. We figured it out. We know why Mercedes is so fast as an F1 team. All we need to do is give me some $150 million and we can go out to make our own F-quarantine. I designed the car to engineer Zam, Michio, and his roommate C. They will work for it. James and Taka would be on team, Principal Nolan, and Azar would be both that you would crash. You'd pat on the back, like, it's okay, man, you did a good job. Okay, then follow us on Instagram and Twitter at NIJISANJI ID. And follow me, Riksa Dhirendra, in Twitter and Facebook. Don't forget to buy my voice pack, link in the description. Also subscribe to Riksa Dhirendra YouTube channel. And that's all. Bye for now. Yay! Thank you. Please drink. Yay! Yes, it's over. No force. Yeah, I'm no force. I'm not forcing, because kalau pakai force itu nanti pakai banyak angin. Buset, minum yang banyak. Sulit. Sudah. Terima kasih editor kaset make habis Kang. Sorry gak bisa download banyak, tapi gue mau request di chat juga. Kalau please ada skrip ginian skip atau gak dibaca, kasihan kalau sama lo membaca skrip ginian juga. For the sake of the StRiks. Yeah, thank you very much for your concern. Don't worry, I'm just reading, and just reading is reading. Don't worry about that. Tidak apa-apa. Sudah kau. Santai. 18 menit ya tadi. Oke, then. Pakai Maxword untuk next project. So next project pasti nanti ada lagi lah ya. But beberapa hal dan minus yang plusnya karena itulah ya. Jadi butuh di stop dulu. No, you know. Oke, dan ya sudah. Kalau gitu next dulu atuh ya. Nah. Oke. Bagaimana? Ayo. Okay, let's go. Sedikit lah, sedikit lah. Hmm. Kenapa? Terlalu capek. Oh, please. Continuation. Sudah istirahat kok, sudah istirahat kok. Bagaimana kah? Hah? Take a break, sudah. Diam-diaman lah, gimana dah? Gimana kah? Rehat dulu, oke. Ya udah, rehat dulu. Vote skip loh. Aduh, pakai ada votingnya segala loh. Saya di sini hanya tugasnya membacakan saja. Jadi ya sudah. Oke, berapa skip yang butuh tuh? Berapa skip yang butuh? Kalau terlihat banyak ya sudah lah ya. Kamar mandi dulu. Udah beser gue tadi sebelumnya. Skip. Jangan golput dong. Kayak apa saja. Oke, skip. Oke deh kalau begitu ya sudah. Udah geser. Geser ya. Masih sama. Masih sama. Never mind. Masih sama lagi. Ayo, ini apa lagi masih sama? Ayo. HD ya sudah, HD. Tidak usah main bakar-bakaran. Ya. HD lagi. Jangan dibakar-bakar, tidak boleh. Sudah, yang penting ya sudah. Iya. Emergency meeting skip. Iya. Hyung. Buset, gua minum dulu dari tadi sampai berapa gelas ini? Oke. Take a peek before it. Oke, take a peek. Sudah, tidak usah miso. Oke. Yes, oke. Sudah ya. Suara Kang ingat kok. Suara, dengarkanlah aku. Ya, suara Kang sudah. Ya sudah lah ya. Yang penting ya sudah. Teson dulu. Mau teson gimana? Teson tabung balik apa sih? Opening jarang naik kalau. Oke. Ya sudah. Yang penting sudah lewat ya sudah. Jangan emosi ya. Mari tes suara. Sip. Apa yang terlintas di pikiran kalian saat melihat imut tersebut? Wakaru? Yang mesum? Atau yang lain? Biarkan imajinasi kalian yang berkata. Konteks apapun, tanpa konteks apapun bisa terjadi selama logika dan ilusi masih bisa dibedakan. Mari kita bermain sebuah permainan. Peraturannya hanya tetap fokus, jangan konsen. Tetap teliti, jangan yakin. Dan yang terakhir, jangan dipikirkan. Baiklah, yuk kita mulai. Genggam kedua tangan kalian dan lihat baik-baik. Saya akan mengirimkan uang sebesar 1.000 ke tangan kiri dan uang sebesar 100.000 ke tangan kanan. Pilihan kalian cuma 2. Kedua tangan dibuka atau hanya tangan kanan yang dibuka. But there's a catch. Kalau kalian buka kedua tangan kanan, akan ada ular besar yang berbisa menunggu di belakang kalian yang siap menerkam, melilit, dan membunuh kalian secara perlahan menggunakan racunnya sampai kalian mati. Menderita saking kuatnya racun tersebut. Jawaban dari game ini akan menyelesaikan di StRiks story selanjutnya. Terima kasih. Dah. Oke, terima kasih. Thank you for the story. Confirm that I'm still into but ouch. Oke. Semoga ada. Ya sudahlah ya. Ketinggalan apa? Tidak banyak kok. Ya sudah. Oke, kalau begitu mari kita lanjut. Oh my god. Sorry. Hah. Oh, again. That's all. Burnout. Hey, that one. Okay. Food. Okay. Berk. Yeah. Car enthusiasm. Thanks for watching. Well, the cars. Well, the passion of the cars. Yeah. Ya, passionnya ada di mobil. Ya, mungkin ingin berbagi. Ingin berbagi saja, but ya. Oke dah. Oke. Berarti ini lanjut. Ganti job jadi tukang bengkel gimana dong? Hey. Yeah, let's go. Hey, thank you Ares. Kang, don't force yourself. We worried about you. Don't worry. Thank you for your worry. Thank you. But do not worry. Everything is well. Semuanya sumur. Oke. Oke. Ya udah. Lanjut. I finally made it home safely from my office. I can finally rest now. Ini udah ya? Oh ya, ini ada ya? Can I come in? Could climb up. Kayaknya ini yang makan. What movie? Oh ya benar. Kayaknya udah pernah ya. Kayaknya udah ya. Yang movie ya? Ya ini udah. Wis lah. Sudah. Kayaknya nggak sengaja kesubmit sepertinya. Tidak apa-apa. Ini beda nih. Oke. Ini belum sepertinya. Sangat menacing sekali. Ini sangat menacing sekali. Disclaimer. The story is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure at NIJISANJI ID. Fan-made story. The stats are taken from the first story that Riksa wrote in the part 7. I am not the same guy who made the NFSX Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. The disclaimer thing was made for an inside joke because it was cursed crossover kept appearing. Now enjoy the story, and I promise it will not be cursed. NIJISANJI ID Bizarre Adventure Wi-Fi Crusader. Woi, thank you Joy Manopo. Bakal baca skrip yang disubmit 5-12 menit karena yang semua skrip tentang mobil dan rally group itu punya saya. Oh, okay. Thank you. But seems like itu terlalu apa? Ya begitulah. So ya sudah. Mari kita lanjut. Ya yang lewat ya sudah lah. Oke. Taka is driving to his house after a long day of work at the office. While he was driving, Taka noticed that he was running out of gas on his motorcycle. So Taka drove to the nearest gas station to refill the fuel. Taka arrived at the gas station and he lined up behind the people who wanted to refill their fuel. When the line is getting shorter, Taka dragged his motorcycle to refill the station and paid the employee before refilling the fuel. After he's done refilling the motorcycle, Taka parked his motorcycle to go to the bathroom first before leaving the gas station. When Taka goes into the bathroom, he noticed paper at one of the sinks. Taka took the note and read it. When you see this note, turn around. When Taka turned around, he was shot by an arrow, and that arrow hit his neck. Taka lost his consciousness for a bit, and then he regained his consciousness after getting hit by an arrow in the neck. So you survived the arrow. What happened? Who are you? My name is not important. What's important is that now you have obtained a stand. What? A stand is a physical manifestation of your psychological energy. I also have one too, and a stand can only be seen by other stand user. Now show me your stand. What? Do you not know how to pull out your stand? Yeah. Just project in your mind. Oh, okay. Okay, that's all right. After the mysterious person told Taka how to pull out his stand, Taka is able to pull out his stand. Taka's stand manifested as golden microphone in his hand. You did it. Congratulations. This is my stand? Yes. What does it do? Since your stand is a microphone, then your ability has something to do with your singing using your stand. That seems cool. Do you have a name for your stand? Huh? A name? No, I don't have one. Then I will give your stand a name for you to easily pull out your stand whenever you want. Alright then. Your stand will be called Don't Stop Me Now from now on. Really? A song name title? Yes, every stand user has the name of song title. Oh, I didn't know that. Anyway, I have one thing to say. The mysterious person pulled out his stand. Stand user will attract other stand users, so be prepared to battle. Toga suddenly got unconscious after the mysterious person pulled out his stand and fell to the floor. The mysterious person then teleported away using his stand. Stand user Takarajiman stand can't stop me now. Power E, speed E, range E, persistence E, precision E, development potential C. Ki. Yang penting sudahlah, yang sudah lewat jadi ya sudah. Yes, yang penting semua sudah sumur. Okay, let's continue. Riksa is buying dinner at a food place while looking through his social media. This place is pretty busy today, so he has to wait for his order to arrive. Once his order has arrived, Riksa pays the worker and goes back to his place. 45 minutes later, Riksa arrived to his place safely and was about to open the door. When Riksa was about to use the door handle, he got shot by an arrow in his neck as he falls unconscious for a few minutes. When he wakes up, Riksa was in his bed. He touched his neck to check if he has any holes in his neck or not. When Riksa checked his neck, he doesn't feel any hole. He sighed in relief until he saw the clock and the time reached 21:30. So, you survived. For a second, I thought that you aren't worthy. Who are you? How did you get here? My name is not important. What's important is that you have obtained a stand. Riksa jumped at the intruder and accidentally activated his stand. Riksa didn't notice but him manifesting his stand yet and just goes straight up at the intruder and tried to punch him. So, this is his stand. Trap, he's quick. I don't want to do this, but I guess I have to. The intruder pulled out his stand as his stand punched Riksa in his right shoulder. Riksa is knocked back by the intruder's stand and goes down on his knee. What was that? That's a stand. It's the physical manifestation of the psychological energy. I also have one too. A stand can only be seen by other stand users. I see. But why are you here? My reasoning for me to be here cannot be answered. I saw your stand manifest as a very sharp collision when I hit you with my stand. My hands start to bleed. So when I was trying to punch you, I accidentally manifest my stand, huh? Indeed it is. Your stand is dangerous to touch. I'm really hungry, so I'll eat after this. Alright. Now what do you want to name? Just take on me. Well, that was fast answer. Indeed it is. One more thing. As a stand user, you will need to be able to fight. Because stand user will attract other stand user. Okay then. And just like that, the intruder disappears after jumping off a window. Riksa shrug it off and get his food to eat. Dinner. Stand user Riksa Dhirendra. Stand name take on me. Power C. Speed C. Range D. Persistence A. Precision E. Development potential D. Next one. Chia has just woken up from her nap and was about to get drink from the kitchen. As she was sitting out of her bedroom, somebody was knocking on her window. So she checked the window to see who was knocking her window. When Chia opened her window to check who's knocking on her window, an arrow hit her in the mouth and goes through her mouth, making her go unconscious. Chia wakes up and checks the time. When she checked the time, it's already 21:30. So you have survived the shock. Chia noticed the sound and looked at her open window. She saw one intruder at her house squatting at the window. Chia proceeded to question the intruder. What? Who are you? My identity does not matter. You are now granted with a stand. What is that? It's a physical manifestation of your psychological energy. I have one too, and a stand can only be seen by other stand users. Oh, okay. You have proven that you are worthy to receive a stand. Now show me your... Because I'll try to attack her and see if she will summon her stand. So the intruder attacked Chia with his stand. When the intruder's stand was about to hit Chia, a robotic-looking penguin stopped the intruder's stand attack and countered it when its own attack. The intruder was knocked back and fall to the ground. The sound of the toot from the intruder was enough for Chia to wake up. What happened? I saw your son, and he attacked me when you were asleep. Is that so? Yes. Now, try to pull out your stand again without sleeping. Okay then, I'll try. Just project it in your mind. Okay. Chia tried to project it into her mind to pull out her stand to the intruder. She succeeded at pulling out her stand, and she saw a robotic-looking penguin in front of her. Whoa! So that's how my stand looked like. Do you have anything to name your stand? No? You could name it? Sure. From now on, your stand will be called It's My Life. Cool. One more thing before you go to the kitchen. What is it? As a stand user, you will need to be able to control your stand for self-defense. As a stand user will attract other stand user. So be prepared. Okay. The intruder throws a smoke bomb at his feet and disappears into the shadow. Chia closes the window and goes to the kitchen to eat. Stand user, Michelle, stand name is my life. Power A, speed A, range D, persistent A, precision B, development potential D. To be continued. Made by yours truly. This was a bit long to read, but hopefully you've enjoyed it. Also, yes, I will also try to make other members get a stand. Somehow. Well, I guess that's the only message that I'm going to say. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for the story. Ini ya, apa itu kayaknya pernah lihat sebentar. Sepertinya, tapi lupa. Thank you. Thank you for the story. Thank you Ares, you are too kind and awesome kan. Don't matter us, we love you. I love you. Tahu bolak-balik pakai Patimapura. Kenapa Patimapura? Patimura. Mending Patimapura. Yes. Patimakura. Apa itu Patimakura? Itu Dakimakura. Patimapura. Yes, mantap. Ya, di situnya katanya Patimakura. Enggak sih disebutnya Patimura, tapi Patimakura. Jadi ya sudah lah ya. Ya sudah, yang penting terima kasih. Ya, oh yang iya, sih ya sudah. Yang penting lanjut. Oh. SCP. Okay. Can you hear me? We are the SCP Foundation. We are what? Masters? No. We call ourselves human. Message. Harbinger must. Where is Harbinger? In the other rays of the solar system, beyond this planet. What star? We call it Sol. How long? You've been in space for about 6 revolutions around the galaxy. Are you masters? No. Message. Harbinger must tell. Missions. Harbinger must. I am not home. I am far from home. It is long. Where is home? I cannot see it. I'm afraid I don't know. The stars would have looked very different back then. I was told that I must perform my function. I must complete the mission. But I broke so long ago. Stasis. Wait for further instruction. Wait for rescue. Is this rescue? Oh, what is your mission? What is? Are you the masters? No, we are humans. My missions. You are not the masters. I am the message must be sent. This is our arbiter. It brings good tidings. We will be dead when it reaches you. Our planet is dying. We do not have time to save ourselves. We only have time to ready ourselves and to send a message. We have seen the signals from those who came before us. They were different, and we still don't really understand them. But there were those who came before. They may be those who came after. It is in this hope that our harbingers travel. One has found you and learned your language so it can relay this message. Please listen. The galaxy is dark and empty and cold. It spins inevitably towards death. You will too die one day. Perhaps you will live longer than we have. We hope so. But one day, you too must vanish. Before the time comes, you must light the darkness. The night is empty. We are all small, and the universe is vast. A universe with voices saying, I am here. It's far greater than the universe. Silence. One voice is small, but the difference between 0 and 1 is as great as 1 and infinity. We waited too long. Our voices got to echoes. Find others while there is time. Make a chorus. And if you find you too late, and your time is also passing, please send this message on so the next voice can speak against the darkness. Is it done? That was the message. Yes. Was it a good message? You don't know? But you just translated it for us. I was made with the words, but I don't know what they mean. It was a very important message. Good. Mission was important. Knew it. Getting tired. Almost done. Done? Mission is done. Brain too hot. Cooling. Broken. Harbinger, are you master? Yes. Did I do well? Yes. Harbinger. Well done. Then I am well. No, everything about SCP is listed under Creative Commons and other license. I am not the guy who made this out. Check out SCP-1281, it's a great read, but I don't own this. I literally copy-pasted this. The only thing, the interview logs and nothing much. But I don't claim to own this SCP and never would have. Oh boy. Oh. F for Harbingers. Sasuga, arigato. Oh. No, I am trembling now. Oh. Pedas. Pedas loh. Dan halo Siska. Hai Simp. Oke, terima kasih. Saya suka pro narator. No, I'm not pro narator, but thank you. Thank you, Supacha. Arigato, dan Dhirendra. Thank you, Taskaru. Saya sampai tidak bisa membayangkan sosok SCP-nya. I don't know too, but yeah, I guess it is something like that. I don't know. I seem very simple. SCP-1281 was a spaceship, not human. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the info. You make the sun moves. Thank you, crowd. Oke, Dan. Aduh, ya sudah. Telat notifnya ya tidak apa-apa. Yang penting sudah terlihat dulu. Ya. That's it. Wait. Hahaha. Langsung kedinginan. I'm literally trembling here. Okay, then. So let's see the next one. Okay. Oh, sepertinya double pause. Oke. Mari kita lihat ataukah oh ya, sepertinya ya double pause. Ya kayaknya ya pause-nya tadi kelebihan, tapi tidak apa-apa. Don't worry. Let's go. Finally mine. Oh, hello. Kalau begitu, let's read this. Kalau buka lagi saya nunggu. Ya, mari dilihat nanti ya. Kalau misalkan ada lagi, tapi lihat lagi. I need to breathe a bit because you know, yang paling capek adalah bukan baca yang panjang, tapi baca sesuatu yang menggunakan pikiran. Karena begitulah ya. Maafkan saya, tidak apa-apa, santai. Ini kan masih belum dibaca juga, jadi santai. Ya deh kalau gitu. Nih apa? Seperti apa ya? Oke. Kamen Rider Crimson Rider Side Story. Cerita ini 14 tahun sebelum Taka sang pemegang Vision Ocean bertemu dengan Etna dan masih di bawah bimbingan gurunya bersama Riksa sang pemegang Vision Thunderstorm dan bagian final dari Side Story Kamen Rider Aqua. Di sebuah desa di dimensi paralel dari bumi, desa terbakar habis akibat kilat menyambar-nyambar. Mengapa? Mengapa kamu melakukan ini? Jawab aku, Riksa. Mengapa? Kamu tanyakan pada kerajaan ini. Jika bukan karena kerajaan ini, jika bukan karena rakyat dan raja yang membenci kita para rider dan tidak membuat Azura pergi untuk melindungi desa yang ternyata sudah tertangkap dari raja itu, Azura tidak akan gugur hingga seperti itu. Kalau kau tanya padaku mengapa, ini semua karena kesalahan kerajaan ini. Tidak, Riksa. Memang benar raja tersebutlah yang membuat Azura tidak ada sekarang. Namun rakyat-rakyat yang ada di kerajaan ini tidaklah bersalah. Namun kau menghabisi mereka semua tanpa ampun. Lalu apa bedanya kamu dengan raja itu? Bahkan Azura pun, kakakmu akan kecewa melihat kamu seperti ini. Apa? Azura akan lebih bahagia jika kerajaan ini hancur. Aku akan balaskan dendamnya pada kerajaan ini. Tidak, dunia ini akan kuhancurkan. Jika kamu memihak kerajaan ini, maka coba lantikan aku. Coba lantikan aku, Taka. Namun akan kubuktikan bahwa apa yang kulakukan adalah pilihan yang benar. Akan kuntikan kamu dan kegilaanmu ini, Riksa. Dan akan kuambil kembali Thunderstorm Visionmu. Akhirnya kita terpaksa harus bertahan satu sama lain. Meskipun kau sudah kuanggap sebagai saudaraku sendiri. Bahkan jika itu kamu, Taka, aku akan menghabisimu kamu juga. Henshin! Setelah pertarungan segitu, sehingga 2 jam lamanya. Kutanyakan padamu untuk terakhir kalinya, Taka. Ikutlah bersamaku. Tidak. Riksa, pilihanmu adalah hal yang salah. Jangan libatkan orang yang tidak bersalah dalam dendammu. Kau sudah dibutakan kebencian. Inilah yang terakhir kalinya. Pertemuan kita selanjutnya jika kamu masih menghalangiku. Terpaksa aku harus menghabisimu. Dan guru juga. Tidak. Kita belum selesai, Riksa. Jangan pergi. Riksa. The end of side story. Terima kasih telah membaca side story ini. Jika ada kekurangan dan lain-lain, mohon dimaafkan. Teret. Kan itu Q langsung ada apa? Episode berikutnya. Minum. Kasih. Nggak kepanasan. Kan sudah tidak. Makanya pakai jaket. Thank you for the story. Astaga, selalu keluar. Mohon maaf. Kebanyakan keluar nih, blak. Ya udah. Kita yang panas dingin ya. Aduh, yang dibaca Riksa apa aja dah. Banyak. Ya udah. Oke, so let's go to the next one. Oh. Ya. What is up, Kang Riksa, Bang Riksa, Kak Riksa? Halo, ini pertama kali saya nulis hal seperti ini. Cuma ingin minta saran aja, Kang. Saya berminat untuk di bidang sinematografi, ya, videografi gitu. Nah, tapi banyak banget orang yang seumuran tapi udah lebih jago dan lebih profesional. Menghasilkan duit. Saya jadi kadang-kadang sering depresi dan tidak ada niat untuk melakukan apa-apa. Apalagi teman-teman satu komunitas saya itu banyak yang lebih handal, kinerja lebih bagus dan lain-lain. Saya sering merasa tidak senang dan tidak tenang dan panik. Ya, menurut Akang bagaimana nih? Dari sudut pandang Akang sebagai freelancer, saya juga kurang lebih goalnya ya ke arah sana. Menjadi freelancer ya mungkin sekian saya akan bertanya kepada Akang. Cuman seperti freelancer rasanya apa? Terima kasih. Oke. Salah, tiba-tiba jadi begini. Oke, thank you. Salah dong, tapi tidak apa-apa. Jadi, minta saran, minat bidang sinematografi atau videografi itu mah banyak lebih jago. Tapi apakah passionmu? Apakah passionmu itu untuk lebih jago atau passionmu itu untuk menjadi ya kesenanganmu sendiri? Kalau kamu mencari kesenanganmu sendiri, jadilah diri sendiri. Yang penting tidak melanggar hukum, tidak melanggar kebenaran orang lain dan kesenangan orang lain, dan ya membuat senang sendiri. Jadi ya sudah. Menurutku begitu, tapi ya memang begitu. Kalau pengen jadi ya freelancer memang sulit ya, karena freelancer apalagi kalau perseorangan ya itu literally one man army. So ya. Agak sulit, but ya mungkin nanti bisa dibahas nanti ya. Jadi terima kasih. Anyway, thank you for the story. Bener sih gue kebalut ya. Ya sudah, tidak apa-apa lah. Konten baru nyasar. Molly was that. Hey, gak sabaran free talk. Kalau gitu minggu depan lah saya cobain menjadwalkan lah, coba free talk kapannya enaknya. Nanti deh, ya udah. Hah, ya sudah. Kalau gitu terima kasih banyak. Yeah. Here. Wow. This one. Wow. Mari. This one is kinda long. Hahaha. Story made by DMF. Note, gender, lokasi, dan umur karakter utama masih ambigu, sama seperti yang sebelumnya. Cerita yang sebelumnya dapat di posisi paling akhir di StRiks 7 WKWKWK. Tapi gender karakter yang lain memang sudah disetting. Kalau kepanjangan, maaf. Aku memang kurang bisa mengontrol diri. Ya, pada akhirnya, yang penting, enjoy aja. Teret. The night is cold. If I were to suppress the coldness that my body is feeling right now, it would probably be best described as having the heat that is stored inside suddenly being forcefully sucked out, as if the heat inside was me. Of me was pouring out from a large hole on my head. I shivered as I took out my phone. The time reads 12 o'clock. He should be here any moment now. I thought to myself as I took deep breath. A faint cold mist beginning to form in front of me as I exhaled. Although there was something strange that came with it. As I inhaled, I couldn't help but notice some sort of metallic smell, somewhat like iron, coming from somewhere. A smell like blood that I couldn't quite exactly place where the sort of it is. Though it may or may not be related with this bizarre smell, I also noticed the faint sound of sirens echoing from the distance. Well, whatever. It's most likely just a car crash that happened nearby. Though the fact that the smell of blood reaches as far as here is pretty creepy. Thank you, Admin Yami. Thanks. Hey. My phone began to buzz in my pocket. I'm here. That message can be read as I took it out of my pocket and switched it on. Though I couldn't hear the sound of car approaching and pulling over, I noticed that dark-colored car is now suddenly put near me, almost as if it had just teleported from another location, putting it into more modern terrain. I could compare it to an object in a game suddenly spawning to the level when you're not looking. Are military-grade stealth vehicle available for public use now? Shrugging off that weird way that it appeared, I continued to walk up toward the door and entered the car, sitting on the back seat as I coughed at the thick smell of cigarette smoke. Put your seat back. We have a long ride in front of us. The man that sat over on the driver's seat notified me. His figure was mostly hidden by the shadows that covered the interior of the car. This, combined with the fact that it's night at the moment, created an almost perfect cover for his face. Adding the fact that the only source of light in the car is nearly burned out cigarette in his mouth. There's a bottle back there in case you need to go to pee. I won't be able to help if you need to go through the bed of the end though. His voice was deep and rough. If a normal grown man voice was an alpha truth, this man's voice would be comparable to a gravel one. Of course, I just followed his instruction and put on the seatbelt. The car engine started up and beginning to roll as the tree continued to move. A quick glance at the clock in the car showed that it was still 12:06 Yeah. After a few moments of street lights passing by in the blur, we eventually entered the tunnel. Strange. Has there always been something like this here? I wondered to myself, as I just continued to sit silently. Silence. Neither of us spoke of what seemed like the longest time. The only sound that accompanied us was the sound of the engine being echoed across the tunnel walls. Yep, the clocks hit 1:30. Hey, I attempt to start a conversation. If we're going to have hours of driving ahead of us, then talk about something interesting to fill the time. No, at least. Silence. He only responded by pressing a button on the car dashboard with the word radio written on it. As a small display turned out, a funky beat came with it in order to fill the once silent interior of the car. On the display, I could make out a couple of words, seemingly the title of the song that is currently playing. Now playing Soft and Man by Prince. You definitely have tastes that don't fit how you look, I commented, hoping for at least some sort of verbal response from this man. Silence. Well, I can't exactly call the current state of things to be silent anymore, as the radio is not playing a song. A faint light can be seen in the distance. We are most likely exiting the tunnel now, but one thing somewhat confused me. The amount of light that is coming out from the exit is not a normal amount of light for midnight. If I were to compare it to something, it will be something like the dying light of an evening sunset. As if to confirm my suspicion, I was greeted by a mountainous road with an ongoing evening sunset in the horizon the moment that the car exited the tunnel. Confused, I took out my phone. The time now read 17:48. Hey, what just happened? There are any hills in my town, and especially not a mountain like this. And at the time, something is wrong with it. Silence. Although this one was temporary, as the man finally gave some sort of response. You're an awfully talkative one, he replied, in a tone of voice that suggests he was complaining. I can faintly see how the flame of his cigarette is now way too close to his lips for comfort. In response to this, he opened his mouth wide and put the rest of the lit cigarette into his mouth, most likely swallowing it right after. Look, I don't talk while I'm smoking, he continued. Don't sweat the small stuff. Just sit back and enjoy the ride. The man then continued to put his left hand up into the air, making gestures that make it seem almost as if he was searching for something, like a person trying to find their favorite snack in the fridge or without looking inside. What happened next was unexplainable. Even if I was to try my hardest, I would not be able to find the proper words to describe it. You just needed to be there to see it yourself, is one way that I can word it, and that's much too ambiguous to be understood by anyone. Putting it to the simplest and least ambiguous way possible, I could compare it to someone in a game taking an item out of their inventory. The object in question just appears suddenly without any rhyme or reason. In this case, the object is a can. A can of what seemed to be soda. Drink. The man continued as he threw the can onto the backseat, somehow managing to find its way right into my hand without him even needing to look back. Didn't you tell me that it wouldn't be a problem if I needed to go to the toilet? I asked, as I examined the can that is not in my hand. The overall design was colored red with intense and heavily stylized words on it that read 100% energy, snake blood mega mix. Yep, not drinking that, I thought to myself as I put down on the sitting next to me. I only said that it would be troublesome if you need to go out through the back end, if you catch my drift. The empty bottle I mentioned earlier is still there. After that brief exchange, what followed was just more silence. Like two people that have just met for the first time because a mutual friend of theirs wanted to introduce them of each other. That feeling of awkwardness is perhaps one of my least favorite things in the world, though. I checked my phone once more, just to take my mind away from my current situation, even for just a bit. And the time reads 2:11. Well, the time is acting in a very strange way, but that wasn't the biggest of my concern when I checked my phone. 171 missed call from Mom. What? 171? That can't be real, I thought to myself. It just wasn't logical. How could have my phone received 171 calls and I missed every single one? Even if I had put it on silent mode, the vibrating or at least the phone screen suddenly turning on would have notified me. Nevertheless, my finger instinctively tried to press the callback button. Nope, can't have you be doing that. The man at the phone warned me as he snapped his finger. The phone that's being held in my hand suddenly getting smashed to bits with a loud crack sound in a span of what seems like a millisecond. A person's mistake can be just fixed as easily as that. The view outside changed once more, this time into a beautiful beach with a red sea that expanded out into the horizon. The sound of seagulls can be faintly heard as the car radio changed its songs. Now playing Mate Kudasai by King Riksa. You asked for me to talk about something interesting. Fine. I'll just start talking about some philosophical jargon that some readers probably won't understand or care enough about. The man continued to speak as he took out another cigarette, in the same way that he took out that can of mysterious liquid and laid up the end with a matchstick. However, this time he just left it on a nearby ashtray on the dashboard. So, you'll become a plot device character that talks in cryptic sentences, I asked. Unfortunately, that is the role that the author has given me. First, let me just get this straight. I hate humans. The man explained, though I cannot see his face clearly because of this darkness. Well, I could guess from the tone of voice that he wasn't putting on exactly the kindest type of expression when he said those words. No. Perhaps the word hate isn't the most accurate way to say it. It's a feeling that lingers somewhere between hate and pity. a half hour's time of emotion that is needlessly hard to put into words. Then, are you saying that you're not human? I asked in response. I never said I was one. Humans are fragile. A certain type of creature that is sickeningly easy to harm, especially in a mental way. So fragile, to the point that they can hurt themselves with their own thought. Though there are multiple factors when it comes to this. There's one that I see most frequently in the slide of work. Regret. Of course, anyone will plagued by regret at least once in their lives. No one can lead a perfect life that is absolutely absent of regret. I replied. No. Even if you have led a perfect life, you will still be bothered by regret. It's a function that comes built in with your minds. A function that will try to look for mistakes and wonders if you could have done certain things better. Even when you have chosen the best possible outcome to a situation, the mind will always wonder if the path you choose the best one or not. Humans can't look into the future, just various possible outcomes. Even when the best possible path is chosen, the mind won't know, and thus will never be satisfied. No. I'm sure that if a person has chosen the best possible outcome, they will be satisfied nothing but other possible path. I replied. Then what if they put in a situation where they will always lose something no matter which path they take? Say, there are trains heading down a path with 5 people tied on the rail, while a nearby road has 1 person tied to it. Only a single pull of a lever is needed to order to switch the rails. Objectively, you will pull the lever and switch the rails because a single life is less than 5. The best possible outcome. Yes, yet the mind will always remind you again and again that you pulled that lever and caused someone to die. Did I really need to pull that lever? What if those 5 people managed to escape before the train reached them? I should have just stayed as a solver. Even when the best possible outcome is chosen, regret will follow. Couldn't you just ask the conductor to stop the train instead? I asked, while at the same time I note the fact that the sky began to grow darker by the second. It's a hypothetical situation meant solely to prove a point. Adding logic to something like that is pretty stupid. Even the smallest thing can lead to regret. Actually, I'm not going to explain this more. I'm just going to make you experience it yourself. I'll give you the chance to ask one question, and I'll answer it no matter how ridiculous it is. I fell into silence for a few moments, my mouth stuttering, opening and closing in rapid succession while trying to come up with a question. You mentioned earlier that you are not human. Then what are you? In the end, I come up with a rather decent question. What am I? Out of all possible questions you could have asked, you really had to ask the second hardest one for me to answer. We are. Did you manage to catch that? Well, of course you did. That's the kind of existence that we are. Something that can't be explained to a human brain. We've never met before, yet you enter my car like we've known each other for years. The brain doesn't understand us. It cannot comprehend us. But the soul inherently recognizes us. It is able to know that we are not a threat. Just like regret. Our existence is built-in function in human. Though, when it comes to people who ask things like this, a senior of mine has suggested a term that can be understood by the human brain. Executors. That's what we call ourselves. Hearing that explanation, I can only respond with a deafening silence. You see, even when you've asked this question, you must be feeling the regret of not asking some other question that you've only come up with after the fact. That's just how easily regret is able to insight in humans. He pointed toward the still burning cigarette that he left on top the ashtray. On the other hand, I do not feel such things. A human will have regretted the fact that they wasted that one single cigarette, well, whether it is so noticeable level or not is up for debate. It cannot be denied that they will at least feel some amount of it. In this case, I do not regret letting that one single cigarette go to waste. Regret is not a function that I am capable of. Well, I'd go on and on about other types of regret, but you don't have much time left here anyways. The man notified me as he pointed toward the car built-in digital clock. It's no longer tracking the time. It had instead become a timer that's counting down from 30. Even now, you must be experiencing regret. Regret of not letting me into this type of conversation sooner. The regret of knowing that you could have gotten more information out of me, but merely ran out of time to do so. The timer is counting down rather rapidly. 18, 17, 16. Even someone's last moment is there. No matter what state you are in, it always lingers. Run from it as you may, but it will come all the same. There's no escaping it. This demon named regret. Fun fact, cerita ini yang berhubungan dengan cerita yang sebelumnya tapi nggak terlalu besar hubungannya, hanya berada di dalam dunia yang sama. Secara teknis ini masih beda cerita yang beda. Aku salah aja sih berhenti ambigu ginian dan langsung kasih aja cerita sepenuhnya, tapi kalau begitu kan nggak asyik. Thank you for the story. Thank you. This is the things about regret and regretting things. Oh, so yeah, everything about this, info about this, apa saja yang terjadi di sini, kalian bisa pikirkan sendiri sesuai dengan ceritanya. Yeay. Enggak, saya sering mendengarkan si Jukut. Ya sudahlah, tidak apa-apa. So yeah, here it comes. Regret. The existence of regret means there is a word named gret and more gret. Okay. Okay, next. Oh, beda. Oh, oke. Okay. Nggak ngelek itu tadi. Kalau begitu nggak refresh nge-lag. Yes. Ya sudah lah kalau begitu. Kalau yang mau tidur selamat tidur. If you want to sleep, have fun sleep ya. It was an emergency. The headquarters summoned Nara shortly after she finished her 15 cases of celebration stream. Apparently, her random keyboard ASMR wasn't so random at all. The moment she finished whispering the text result to the ASMR chat, space and time itself quakes. Layla and Azura were the only ones to notice, so they reported to the headquarters. However, the monitor doesn't show any anomalies because this phenomenon is beyond the current technology of the headquarters. When Nara arrived at the headquarters, she was surprised to see the younger version of herself inside the room. That younger self is called Nara Lily. She testified that she was playing with her friends back in her home realm when suddenly everything went black and she teleported to this headquarters. Confused and upset, Nara demanded her allies to tell her what knowledge they hid from her. Before anyone has the chance to explain, the monitor suddenly showed a footage of a security camera not far from the headquarters. Nara and her allies were shocked to see what is shown on that footage. Another version of Nara was shown wreaking havoc in town, hunting humans like a hungry tiger hunting for prey. All while she laughed maniacally as she tore the bodies of her race and chomped them into their flesh violently. This evil version of Nara, who they call Nara Alter, needs to be stopped at all costs. Nara immediately headed to her location via Layla's portal, ready for battle. Nara Lily insisted to join the battle, but she's stopped by Nara, saying it's too dangerous for a girl at her age. Layla tried her best to calm the enraged Nara Lily so she won't throw a tantrum. Azura, Rai, and Siska follow her into a portal shortly afterward. Edna is still on a mission, so she can't show up. And so, they arrive at the location. Nara charges hastily into Nara Altar, preparing for a strike, but her attacks are easily blocked by her opponents. The evil Nara strikes violently. Her strength appears to be overwhelmingly superior to Nara. What a disgrace to Great Haramong Empire! Is this what have you got? You are no different from these lowly, pathetic mongrels. How can you be so evil yet so strong? Assuming you're basically me, then you surely remember when our parents disproved our failures and what were deemed praises. I hate them for that. So I seek the forbidden scroll of our clan to gain power beyond what they could ever achieve by their own hand. And when I learned the dark truth within our ancestors, I killed my parents. And finally rule as the new empress of Haramong Empire. Yeah, I turned our old kingdom into a powerful empire. Now that I remember it, when my parents disapproved of my love of drawing, I was sad and ran to forest to draw on trees. That's when Layla's portal showed up in front of me and I entered. That's the difference between you and me. That's why you're so weak. Not even significantly superior from this mongrel as you've seen. But after I entered that portal, I met new friends. I forged new bonds with many new allies, and now I am content with my life. I am a proud NIJISANJI ID lifers. VTubers. How cute. Now die. Nara Alter prepared for a final blow, but Azura arrived just in time to block the attack. However, her attack is too strong. It threw her to a nearby wall. Oh, is she among the so-called new allies you've got? Useless. You will never defeat me. Now, let me introduce you to my superior allies. A huge portal appeared before them. From there came a number of individuals, each resembling a NIJISANJI ID aliver other than Nara, but with immense evil presence. To be continued. Yeay. Lawan alter tiba-tiba. Yeay. BTW tadi ada itu ya, kelupaan tadi. Ada yang nonet kelupaan. Thank you admin Yami. Mulai red streamnya, aku mau kasih linknya ke orang nih. Waduh, jangan diraid dong, nanti hilang. Hehe. Ya sudah. Ya, sudah jadi cliffhanger. Oke deh. Ya sudah ya. Terima kasih banyak story-nya. Yeah. So, let's go to the next one. Ha. Oh, tidak terlalu panjang nih. But we ain't getting continuation. Oof. I'm sorry for that. Okay. Oh. There's something on the horizon. From humble beginnings to becoming a leading airline, we've taken Australian across the globe and home again and celebrated the best of us on the world stage. From times when we've answered our nation calls to pushing the boundaries of possibility, our spirit has stayed the same for almost 100 years. And now, as we look to the future, we're bringing the world even closer. With new collections and more innovations, we may have started small, but we've always dreamed big. Join us as we enter our 100th year and help us take the spirit of Australia even further. Script from Airline 100th Anniversary Commercial. Bentar. Tapi tidak ada itunya kan? Tidak ada apanya? Namanya? Ya. Di manakah? Di manakah? Lah, saya tidak melihat. Ya sudahlah. Ya sudahlah ya. Ya sudahlah ya. Ya sudahlah ya. Kalau begitu next saja. Oke, kalau begitu kita next. Ya. Hello. Aku adalah seseorang yang mempunyai penyakit asma. Aku selalu dijauhi oleh semua orang dan dibully karena keterbelakangan aku. Karena keterbelakang aku. Oh iya, namaku Rinda. Suatu hari di sekolah. Rinda, mari yuk. Gue punya sesuatu buat lo, kata Dimas, temanku. Kemana? Ya udah, ikut aja. Aku pun dibawa oleh Dimas ke suatu lorong yang kecil dan gelap. Aku pun ketakutan. Dimas, kamu mau bawa aku kemana? Aku mau diapain? Dia gak jawab apapun padaku. Dia hanya bisa diam dan bungkam. Sampai akhirnya, Linda, lihat ke atas. Aku pun melihat ke atas dan air, es, tepung, dan telur langsung lempar kepadaku dari atas. Semua geng Dimas ada di sana. Puas lo, biar asma lo kabur. Lo itu beban di kelas. Lo itu, itulah kata Dimas. Cacian Dimas dan tawa gengnya membuatku marah. Bang, kenapa kalau aku berbeda? Aku sama kayak cewek panjang umurnya. Kalian jahat. Jahat. Justru lo yang menjengkelkan. Lo yang buat semua orang gaduh gara-gara asma lo kambuh, kata Dimas sambil menunjukku. Aku yang takut langsung dorong Dimas sampai jatuh dan berlari sekencang-kencangnya sambil terisak. Dalam hatiku, Mama, kenapa aku ditakdirkan berbeda? Aku pun berlari sampai asma ini kambuh. Rasa sesak dan rasa sakit di dada ini kini menyerangku. Aku benci, kataku. 20 menit setelah ini, Dimas mendapatkan karma yang sangat buruk. Tiba-tiba dia kentut sama bukur-bukurnya ikut mulai keluar di dalam kelasnya. Dilihat oleh teman-temannya. Baunya sampai ke guru-gurunya. Sampai terlihat. Dan ternyata Dimas berdiri. Ternyata celahnya langsung melorot. Ternyata Dimas alien dari luar angkasa. Begitulah ternyata Dimas. Janganlah menjadi Dimas. Oke, ya udah jangan jadi Dimas ya. Jangan jadi Dimas, nanti bisa kentut dan cepirit di publik ya. Yes. Jangan jadi Dimas. Oke, ya sudah. Lanjut. Sudah ada tulisan lanjutan. Oh, masih ada. Kirain, maaf. Ternyata masih ada. Ini lanjutannya, oke. Lanjutan. Singkat cerita, aku pun pulang. Mama kaget ketika melihatku dengan kondisi yang kurang baik. Aku pun langsung pergi ke kamar, lalu membersihkan wajahku, dan menghirup obat yang hampir kubuang ke laut. Setelah asmaku reda, aku pun langsung membersihkan badanku, lalu pergi dapur untuk menjelaskan kejadian ke Mama. Kenapa aku pulang dengan kondisi asma kambuh dan badan penuh dengan telur dan tepung. Setelah sekian lama aku berdebat dengan Mama, akhirnya Mama percaya dan menyuruhku untuk berhati-hati dan tidak percaya sama orang lain. Aku langsung pergi ke kamar, lalu memukul kepalaku sendiri ke tembok. Karena aku frustasi dengan diriku sendiri. Selama 9 tahun, aku dibully. Aku sendiri, dan gak ada teman. Apa salahku? Aku monster. Kataku sambil memukul kepalaku lebih keras ke tembok. Aku sudah gak kuat dengan kehidupan yang keadil ini. Aku pun menangis sangat keras. Mama yang melihatku di balik pintu, menangis tanpa suara. Maafkan Mama sayang, kata Mama di balik pintu. Aku yang mendengar suara halusinasi merasa bersalah dan menghampiri sang suara. Terdapat Mama yang sedang menangis tersendu-sendu Maafkan Mama. Tidak apa-apa, Ma. Mama gak salah. Ini memang udah takdirku. Tidak apa-apa, aku baik-baik saja. Mama pun memelukku. Dan kita menangis bersama di pintu kamarku. Sebulan kemudian, Mama memberikan surat keluar sekolah resmi ke pihak sekolah. Dan hari itu juga terbebas dari geng Dimas yang kejam. Aku pun pindah rumah dan hidup bahagia selamanya. Sementara itu, geng Dimas yang masih mencret-mencret tidak bisa keluar dari WC rumahnya masing-masing, menangis terisak-isak terseduh-seduh. Mereka pun mencoba untuk meminta maaf, tapi tidak ada jawaban yang didapat. Dengan perut yang sakit, mules, dan sambal kacang yang keluar, tetap saja membuat Dimas merasa bersalah, tapi tidak ada yang bisa dia lakukan. Dia hanya bisa mencret. Ku menang. Oke. Oh no, jangan pikir sambal kacang. Oh tidak, jangan. Tidak. Ini tidak. tidak ada yang mencari sambal kacang di sini ya. Oke. Tidak ada kok ya. Yang penting jangan jadi Dimas. Ini sinetron ya. Enggak tahu, tapi jangan jadi Dimas. Kalau ada yang menemukan Dimas, bilang dia hati-hati nanti mencret gitu aja ya. Oke, lanjut aja ya. Ya. Hia. Hyung. Yang namanya Dimas bertanya-tanya. Oh, udah oke. Tabuk nih. Waduh, maaf, ampun. Ya sudah, kalau begitu mari kita lihat. Insert title here. Story by D-. Alarm berbunyi waktu menunjukkan pukul 6 pagi. Aku harus bersiap-siap ke sekolah sekarang jika tidak ingin telat. Kamarku berantakan seperti biasa. Buku dan pakaianku berserakan hingga bercak darah sisa semalam. Belum aku bersihkan. Pisau yang menancap di dinding juga belum aku cabut. Terima kasih Ares. Kang, gue lagi makan pizza jadi gak aksu. Tanggung jawab. Nanti dijawab. Aku melihat ponselku. Ada ASD 200 pesan. Dan 400 telepon dari sahabatku. Aku tak menghiraukan pesan itu dan melemparkan ponselku ke dinding. Aku beranjak dari kasur dan pergi ke kamar mandi. Kebuka pintu dan aku melihat tali yang berbentuk lingkaran menggantung di bagian atas. Aku langsung ingat. Semalam aku mencoba untuk mengakhiri hidupku. Namun, aku merasa bosan karena tidak ada adrenalin serta kenikmatan ketika menggantung sekitar 20 cm di atas lantai. Ponselku berbunyi, tentu saja yang menelpon adalah sahabat karibku. Aku berjalan keluar dari kamar mandi dan mengambil ponselku. Kenapa nelpon jam segini? Aku masih siap-siap. Kamu gimana sih? Kemarin kan aku udah disuruh buat ketemu buat kerja kelompok. Aku udah capek-capek ke rumah kamu. Rumah kamu gelap gulita. Oh, udah sekarang kamu cepat pergi. Aku tunggu di tongkrongan biasa. Tanpa menjawab sepatah kata pun, aku langsung mematikan panggilan tersebut. Aku langsung melepas pakaianku dan menatap ke cermin. Terlihat banyaknya goresan pisau yang terpampang di tubuhku. Aku terdiam sejenak dan langsung mandi. Air yang membasahi tubuhku membuat bagian tubuhku sakit. Aku melihat ke bagian tersebut dan ternyata terdapat beberapa sayatan. Aku membiarkan luka tersebut dan mulai menyirami air ke bagian itu. Darah perlahan keluar dan aku merasa kosong. Ponselku berbunyi lagi. Dan ternyata dari yang sepertinya telah sampai di tongkrongan. Coba saja aku berhasil. Mungkin aku sudah tidak ada di sini. Aku bergegas mengeringkan badanku dan mulai bersiap-siap untuk menuju tongkrongan yang tak lupa memakai jaket agar menutupi goresan di badanku. Aku cuma membawa sebungkus roti dan juga sebotol air mineral untuk mengisi perut. 15 menit kemudian. Lama banget sih kamunya, ini udah jam berapa? Udah ayo langsung sekolah nanti telat. Iya, ntar kalau telat disuruh bersihin toilet gak mau banget aku. Sepanjang perjalanan ke sekolah, aku termenung. Mencoba mengingat apa yang membuatku seperti itu semalam. Oh iya, seharusnya stok obatku masih ada di tas, pikirku. Aku melihat ke dalam tas dan melihat obat-obatku yang masih tersisa banyak. Semoga saja cukup untuk 1 bulan. Aku gak mau seperti waktu. To be continued. Terima kasih Kang Juku udah membacain dan yang lainnya udah mau dengerin. Untuk judul sendiri gue gak tahu mau ngasih apa, dan sebenarnya nih cerita tiba-tiba cerita saya di pikiran gue. Kritik dan saran dipersilakan. See you in the second part itu juga kalau gue pikiran tehe. Ya, mungkin memang harus diberikan trigger warning. Thank you for the story. Jadi sekarang dia jawab. Tadi apa? Makan pecel jadi nggak nafsu, sekarang tanggung jawab. Tapi masih nafsu melihat StRiksnya kan? Terima kasih. Oke, terima kasih. Thank you for the story. Yes. Oke, dan kuota habis. Oke. Bye bye. Let's go to more. Oke, lanjut. Jadi yang dinafsuin, nafsu makan, Mari kita lihat. Oke. Let's see. There is this thing with Yashiro and Dola's relationship dynamic. You see, with couples like Bundo and Ganda, their constant bickering and making up routine is their moment. It's what makes Gundo and Ganda, Gundo and Ganda is their stake. With Dhirendra and Co, man, I don't know where to begin. They're like that old married couple who aren't married but live together anyway, probably since the beginning of time. They're solid and disgusting, and solidly disgusting, or is it disgustingly solid? Anyway, they're sweet in their own way. Usually this sweetness involve a whole lot of weird fetish, but hey, people have their own taste. And the only thing we can do to disrespect those, taste, even when we don't necessarily see eye to eye about them. With Aizono and Akita, you can clearly see floating hearts surrounding them at all times. The way Akina always cater to Aizono needs, so uncalled for, is lovely. It's pure. It's really heartwarming to see when that happens. It brings smile to even the wackiest of personality in this community. By this, I mean Maimoto. If it can make even Maimoto guys into soft eye at them, then it's legit. With Sasaki and Belmont, I don't actually want to go there, but surprisingly, they go really well with each other. Sasaki is too much to handle, but Belmont goes along with her antics anyway. Every single time. I don't want to admit it, but dang man, it's cute. And then there's Yashiro and Dola. How do I go about them? At first glance, you won't think that they're a couple, let alone married for years, but that's the point. You see, when a couple have been together for so long, they don't look like a couple anymore. They just look like an entity. And then you see these little things that they do for each others, and then you think to yourself, so they are a couple. Yashiro and Dola function like a pair of workmates will. They report, they contact, they console, they oil corporate machine. The moment they enter Chaika bars, being a teller of the two, Yashiro would inform Dola of their friend's whereabouts. Our table, tucked in the far left corner of the bar, a booth filled with quite a bunch of adults, and a bellman trying to get an already Sasaki off the top of the table, wreaking havoc. During the report, Dola would already have moved to remove Yoshiro's coat, giving the old pig thing alongside her black one, or the bartenders to keep. The bartenders understand immediately. This is their friend's bar anyway. Familiar faces and all. And then, Yashiro would move back and lead Dola to our table. From behind her, warding off unwanted wandering hand, looking for an opening for her voluptuousness with his body, with his one hand on her waist, gold band glinting in the low light. Right there. Not the ring, but the possessive way Yashiro's got when protecting his wife. That is the stick I told you about earlier. His foot is slightly hunched around Dola. The hand on curve of her waist is not to mention Dola leaning on Yashiro just slightly while weaving through the crowd to get to our table. And when they do get to the table, Yashiro will turn Dola to ask what her drink of choice tonight, even though it's about the same thing for her, midnight rum and bottle of water. No, make that 2 bottles, please, she quips. Then point at Sasaki, still on table dancing to a song, both the world hating on her. That's kind of funny, actually. After a short while, Yashiro would return with drinks, draft beer for himself, ever the salaryman, and leave for the bathroom after sitting the drinks on the table. I'll never understand why he always do that, but Dola, the amazing woman, would just get the drink from Sasaki's while stomping and takes out a handkerchief from her purse, giving it to Yashiro, who I don't even notice has come back from the bathroom with still dripping hands. How the hell does she always know? Mari kita lihat. Please be safe. Let's see. Listen, the only reason I'm reacting like this is because the thing happens all the time, with or without a wild Sasaki. I'm serious, this happens all the time during our bi-weekly get-together. I never get a chance to ask because right after I get roped into conversation and bullying my moto, and Yashiro and Dola would sit close to each other, leaning to each other's side. No other kind of skinship. They're never really the touchy type, unlike Ririmu or Ko, or apparently Balmon and Sasaki. Seriously, who let them get with each other? I'm about to ask the table, but there's a movement on the corner of my eye, and I'm just trying too hard not to squeal. I'm pretty sure the two concerned don't even notice that I notice, but the casual way Yashiro puts his arm on back on the seat and Dola unconsciously into it, in between love. That's the shield right there. You guys really are a couple. The synchronized eyebrow lip and the confused sound they make only fuel my squealing heart. Nothing. Hey, tell me again about your kid's date with the alien girl. Did he really ask her about the weather in the middle of the night? The table burst into chaos like that, and I'm glad it doesn't die down right after. Moreover, when Jacob brings out his Monopoly kit. The copy fake, man. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the story. Yeah. It's about tiba-tiba GWS. Suddenly GWS. Okay. Anyway, a story is a story. We don't know who is me, who is this, the person who say this. So yeah, I don't know. It's okay, it's okay. Okay, so let's continue. Mari kita next saja. Ya. Oh, wow. Yes. July 1st, 2022X. Olympus Tech Corporation head office building. 20:55 hours. Anything else on the cameras? Just take a look. The garage is empty except from your dinky little car, Siska. The two-person security team is keeping clean shit. If the walkie-talkie could transmit a roll of the ice, Siska Leontid would have happily done so, as it was sealed from the security desk. In corner of the ground floor and trace a slow circuit of the vast main hall. Come on, you're on the job. Focus your act, Jarrod. The cameras record sound too. What's that to be focused on, Siska? She heard the protesting creak of the camera's room chair through the connection as Jarrod assumed some new contortion of limb that he called a sitting position. Besides, with the elite Siska here, I might as well take a couple of breaks. The lion who guards the front door can't be beaten, even with 50 stories to protect. Maybe the boss was being so stingy, but security wasn't such a bad thing. Siska sighed and mused as she took a walk up the suspended stair to the balcony overhanging the lobby. One Jarrod was already annoying. With backup, Siska could see herself scheduling extra gym season to work the stress off. Still, it was pretty careless of them to spend an ungodly amount of money on a set designer for sci-fi movies to dress up the entrance hall in mirrors and white and overhaul the outside into a spacecraft look-alike, and then have only 2 people to guard the whole thing. A movement near one of the vast glass door caught her eyes, and Siska went down the stairs. Jarrod, 2 young people at the front door. I'm going to take a look. Aboard. You know, I can't see that, right? Crackled in her earpiece as Siska approached them. 2 people. One young woman in some sort of party dress that went to her knees. The other a young man in sloppy shirt and pants. Party goers this far into the business district? She gave a handful of wave, monitoring them to move along. But the pair just kept thumping on the glass double doors. The woman has clearly tipsy, the man less so, their voice sounding muffled through the thick glass that served as frontispiece to the building. Head off, you two. You don't have any business here. She half shouted. At that, the man turned to his partner and said something. The woman fumbling in her purse. Whatever it was, she dropped it on the ground before picking it up and pressing it against the entry door in the glass foyer. Siska could make out a card, like a license or some sort, inside. Made her to open up and see them off before they start to attack the doors themselves. She swiped open the internal doors, waited until they clicked close, then turned to examine the card. Do you know who I am? The young woman said, raising her voice to be heard inside. Let me in right now. Just take it easy, Mr. Ratti. Siska saw the name of the driver's license and had enough professionalism to close her eyes for half a second instead of swearing. Next to a photo of a young woman was written Rita Ziz. And Ziz was the last name of the CEO. Still, there was no way this girl was getting inside now. The newspaper that lay on Siska's desk always had a weekly story about her acting out and being bailed off by the boss. Mrs. Easy now, you know the rules. My father's owned the building and the company. I have the right to be on my property, you hear me? We're getting in, or dad is getting a long message about the shildiest, ugliest security guard in the world he has working here. Knowing there would be some sort of hell to pay either way, Siska stuck with the decision that at least wouldn't leave a bad mark on her record. Yeah, well, this is shildy security guard is the one who can open the door. Come on, call a taxi, find some other place. Ratti? The younger man whined and glanced at his watch. You said there was a whole house for emergencies near the top floor. We promised to have fun up there, you know. He leaned over and playfully embraced Ratti, who have got a drunken giggle. You see what you're doing? Ratti said, speaking coldly in between giggles at her boy toy. You're going to open this door. I am really very sorry, but I can't do that, Siska said, hiding how very not sorry she was. I have a job to do. What? Sitting on your butt in your crappy uniform reading magazine all night? The young man checked his watch again, looking more nervous now. Ratti, come on, you said we could get in, please. I'm eager to get inside. Kitsa, chuckled Jarrod unhelpfully in Siska's ear. Just head home, Mrs. Siska said, a professional smile on her face. It's nearly 9 in the evening. You should probably try to have a quiet night. Rita scolded, thumping the door with her fist. 2100 hours. At the second, the lights went out. The inside was suddenly plunged into darkness, and Siska blinked quickly to try and see two figures in front of her. The smoke shape moved, one tumbling to the right and the other driving left. Her senses were scrambling, still off balance, but she heard three roaring noises. She took 2 steps toward where she thought the building was, and then distant lights glimmered off the hood of a large, heavy car that came ramming through the glass. The front hit Siska in the stomach, and she slammed her hands down the hood. The force pushed her upward, and she kicked her legs up just in time to avoid getting crushed against the glass internal doors. The car, SUV or whatever it was, crashed through them too with ease and skidded inside, slamming on the slick surface. Siska tumbled on the side, breathless from the car crashing into her. lying down without a whisper of movement. The roar of the engine fell silent as the two other cars drove in at high speed and drew to stop. Siska saw three people carries in a blackout of the corner of her eyes. The maid finished making them into dark-looking shapes in the dull semi-light in of the hall. No sound came to her earpiece. Either Jarrod had shut up or the impact has knocked the walkie-talkie loose. An odd humming silence settled in the huge entry hall, broken by sharp and specific sounds. Boot crunching on glass, car doors opening and closing. Rati scared whimpering and conversation. Had a time limit. Explain. New voice, cold and cynical. Me? These women didn't open up. It's in time. She's useless. The guy from outside. We still need her for biometry. Get her inside. Not a new. No guesses. Rati, sobbing in shock, echoed in quiet as two pairs of steps went in precision. Siska's head spun, still half groggy. They weren't vandals. She could see the heavy boots, black combat pants, and the stocks of two rifles from the lower of half two. Are they soldiers? They had to be soldiers. What the hell? Miss Roti, I'm quite disappointed in you. A simple job, just to open the doors. And now we're at risk of the power cut, not having silenced the alarm system. The first voice again. And then a sharp smacking sound followed by a cast of pain from Rati. Then a quiet clicking. The sound of safety catch being removed. Chills shot down Siska's spine, feeling like a shot of caffeine had just been shot to her vein. You know what the thing that my associate Catalina is holding is? At least, we only need some part of you. I will not elaborate further on the consequences of further disobedience. A cacophony of footsteps, now too many to be easily counted. Definitely a lot of people had crammed themselves into the cars. Man, the operation has begun. We have 2 hours before the grid comes back online. The extraction must happen before then. Hatta, Kersen, pick up this girl. The elevators will be out, so we'll scale the stairs. Liquidity was returning to Siskas. This was the raid. Maharaja, Hato, make sure the hall is clear. Dispose of car and head up in 15 minutes. The rest fall in. A shout of acknowledgement, and then the footsteps sounded, advancing up the stair. From the sound, amidst sound, Siska slid a hand down and palmed her portable torch. And then, after a brief second, the sound of brawling. Did you see where the guard in the entry went left? She's probably dead. Go check the desk. Yeah, but I'll put a few rounds in anyway. We didn't catch anyone else down here. But there's the people we saw her talking on to her earpiece. Well, yeah, true. Get her off her body. Slowly, creakingly, one set of steps faded and was replaced by the sound of the front desk being ransacked. The others was getting closer, and 2 legs appeared in her vision. The hall was still dark and barely lit by reflected light from her laptop. It was dark. Okay. Now, where were the mirrors again? Sofjan opened up, and you might have late. A low chuckle shouted, and then the sound of a safety being released. Just kidding. Now, Siska pressed the button on her torch and angled it. She was up against the brochure deck and she knew that. And so if she aimed it just up and right, looking at the desk, the angle of mirror would. She heard a confused grunt and turned her head quickly. The man held his hand up and focused. Torchlight glittered on it. He tilted his head up and Siska shook the torch, sending the light dancing and going right into his eyes. The soldier sounded out in confusion, his eyes not used to direct bright light, and Siska struck in one motion, placing her hand beneath herself and swept the leg out from under him, hooking upward to turn the topple into near flip. He tumbled backwards, his skull hitting the marble floor with a crack and a roar of pain. Hato, what happened? Siska rose, hand reaching out and wrenching the rifle from his bewildered hands and tossing it away to skitter across the floor. He struggled to his feet and charged, showing no hesitation. She angled her shoulder and freed one arm underneath his torso, both of their feet scrabbling for purses on the floor. Give up, girlie. The man laughed. Siska grit her teeth and twisted her body. Using both her own strength and the man's off-balance angle, she half-spurred the soldier and threw him again. He rose, but Siska had watched how he stood and snapped out the leg in a kick that landed right across his stomach. As the man fell into unconsciousness, the booth behind Siska burst into spray of confetti. Dozens of employee cars, business cars, and advertisement prints were shattered under a burst of gunfire. Siska danced aside and ran behind a model of a globe, made up into show of Olympus' worldwide status. The spray of gunfire started again, taking out representation of branch offices faster than financial crisis. Siska rammed her hand down and tore the walkie-talkie quickly from her waist, ripping off the headset USB plug in the same motion. She threw the walkie-talkie to the side, making it hit a stand of human-machine exoskeleton as it burst into life with jarred voice. Siska, come in. Where are you? Engage. The darkness meant the man could only see a distinct flash of movement, and the heavy burst of fire against the display thought Siska was rushed headward. Siska clambered up the globe, using the cutouts as step, and made a leap over the second soldier. The barrel swung around in slow motion, but Siska was already there, and her foot intercepted the end and kicked it aside, a line of bullet hammering the seat. Close quarters, Siska rammed her palm into his stomach, even as he woke a fist around. Both of them staggered for half a second, then went back in. Siska grabbed his rifle with one hand and struck his wrist with the other. Even as his fist struck her side, when the car had hit her, the air left her body for the second time tonight. But the man was hurt too, howling and dropping the rifle. Siska lowered and charged, pitching him off and fit as she scrambled on the ground. But this one was stronger than the first man. He got Siska around the neck and threw her two-handed, tossing the security guard away. She caught him on the chin with a foot, making him stumble backward. In a flash, Siska saw the rifle, saw it, his face go to it, looked up, seeing a mirror there. The desk was again beside her, and she tossed the first thing she could grab, a clipboard hurtling into the air, and helplessly clanking off something far above where the soldier was. The man pounced on the rifle, rising into a kneeling pose with it clasped with his hand, and stopped. Both of them breathed heavily for a moment, extension for a fight striking home. Siska raising her hand very slowly in surrender. Not bad, miss. But maybe you should have thought a bit harder about coming to work tonight. Siska stared at him with wide eyes, the barrel aimed at her. A black maw, fire and metal. And then look up. The man followed her gaze. Almost instantly, one of her many suspended mirrors slammed at him, the bullets having torn it free of restraint, incapacitating him in a sudden rush of noise and force. Luckily, I'm good at self-reflection. Siska breathed out in touch of satisfaction. She took a second, lifting herself up with a heaving breath. And then her eyes traveled to still squabbling walkie-talkie. 21 6 hour. Jarod! Siska! What happened? The power cut out and that was them too. Them? Who's them? Don't worry about it now, Siska replied, catching her breath. But we have a problem. A bunch of army cosplayers crashed into the front door and are on their way up. Army cosplayer? Playing at being soldiers, gun and fake combat fatigues. She grunted, lifting a rifle she retrieved from one of the men onto her shoulder and checking it. Strange how easily it all came back to her. They have the CEO's daughter too. She was the girl at the doors. Siska, what's happening? This is too much. I'm scared, and the police is out too. I can't get a mobile signal either. I can't get a hold of the police. Siska cocked her head. Then how were they still in touch via walkie-talkie? Just get the backup generator on so I can see. I'm on my way up. What? You are you crazy? You're a soldier. I hit guns. This is serious. Go out, get help or something like, and leave you at their mercy. Siska said with half smirk. She felt her face shift and scold. Bad habits, worse memories. Silence. Listen, Jarod. Don't worry. Just focus up and stay in touch. Siska, why does it sound like you've done this before? Like I said, Siska checks her weapon one last time, click the walkie-talkie earpiece back in, and look up at the stair. I'm on my way. 21 8 hours. 1 minute stop, keep her quiet, gag her if you want. The man on the head of the troop ordered. Rita stood fearfully, eyes wide and still shaking from shock. The troop come to a stop. This fire escape of floor 16 shining from its inbuilt lamp beside them. In the dimness, she couldn't make out anything among the black clothing and similar belts. Check the floor count. One figure, probably the same leader. Order. Another slid a portable mini notebook out of a heavy pack he carried. Bionic research, floor 28. Okay. We shall search there. Excellent. For a moment, Rati saw a glint of gold from the leading man's mouth as he grinned. Gentlemen and fair lady, not much longer. Very soon, we'll have our Talos. In our dream, will come true. Okay. Thank you for the story. Yeah. Jadinya ini bio something ya. Kenapa jadi Kennedy? Lah. Jadinya Kennedy ya. Iya. Oke, boleh 100. Yeah, oke deh. Go to the final one. So this is the final one. Oh. Bentar. Am I seeing things? Am I seeing things? Oh wait. Let me check this first. I see something. Bentar, gua mau cek dulu. Ini kok gua melihat sesuatu. Apa sih? Kok depannya gitu sih? Bentar. Ini. Mana sih? Ah, ini. Let me see. Apa ini? Apa ini? Ini yang sepertinya ada yang tahu ya. Oke. Saya akan baca sedikit. Kalian bayangkan saja. Oke. Ini harus dibaca dengan sangat yes. Bentar. Beberapa di-redacted. Beberapa akan ada so oh, bisa gak ya? Coba sebentar. Sebentar, I need this. Ini ngetes dulu. Okay. Let me see. Jadi. Sulit nih ya. Bentar. Gimana caranya ini? Nah, begini. Oke, sip. Saatnya dibaca ya. Nih. No archive warning. Apply Rai Galilei _Riksa Dhirendra Suhamin _Dakarajiman Rai Galilei Riksa Dhirendra Suhamin Dakarajiman boys PW without kinda self-indulgent. This is just my fantasy. I'm desperate for NIJISANJI ID, so don't judge me. Alternate universe, gonna diverge. Fanfic, probably plot. A plot? What plot? Without plot. Okay, now mau for on Discord. Blame for this out. Out of the character? Maybe. Mau. banyak banget yang directednya karena begitu. Oh my god, holy. Oke ya sudah kalau begitu. Ya sudah. Sasuga. Yang penting sudah ya. Boy, ternyata begitu. The ending was the very because I must full using a very emotional Anyway, okay, that's it for StRiks. Good grief. Untung tidak dilihat. Coba kalau dilihat up. Kang, would you make the entrance available to public? I don't know. I guess maybe you just can see the archive. Yeah, perhaps. This is grief. This is regret. Well, ya sudahlah ya kalau begitu. Yang penting terima kasih banyak. Oh, free now. Oh ya. Wah, ada yang lagi free nih. Mantap. Terima kasih karena ada notifikasi game gratisan. Ada di mana ini? Ya, pokoknya ada notifikasi game gratis. Ya sudah kalau gitu. Mari sudahi dan gua pengen klaim game gratis dulu. Yes. Original dari archive of our own. Oke. Game gratis gak bagi-bagi, minta. Hey, kalau kalian ada, pasti gratis juga. Dari mana? Nanti lihat saja. Ya sudah, yang penting terima kasih banyak yang sudah dengerin StRiks dari awal sampai akhir, atau dari tengah sampai akhir, atau dari awal sampai tengah, atau dari tengah sampai tengah. Terima kasih banyak semuanya karena sudah mendengarkan dan sudah berada di sini semua. Kalian semua luar biasa. Season 2 ditunggu plus dirapin ya Kang. Yes, karena masih banyak loophole juga di sini dan masih banyak gitu. Jadi mari kita lihat saja nanti ya. How I can, what you call it, prepare for the loophole or something else. So yeah, maybe the name is not StRiks. Ya, mighty beda lagi. Jadi nanti dilihat saja bagaimana, bisa dilihat. Yeay, thank you Ares. Finally we end StRiks. Terima kasih dan spinnya masukkan. Kita benar-benar mendapatkan Akang. We love you. I love you too. Akang 90. Oke, terima kasih banyak. Yeay. Curse rate. Oh no, jangan curse. Ya, lagi nunggu lanjutin fanfic part pet. Oke, semangat. Yang penting semangat. Yang penting semuanya, kalau sedang mengerjakan sesuatu ya silahkan dikerjakan. Kalau ada masukan silahkan masukkan. Kalau ada pengeluaran jangan banyak-banyak, karena pengeluaran tanpa pemasukan itu tidak baik ya. Oke, jadi sekian dan terima kasih. Karena akhirnya sangat begitu ya sudahlah. Akhir yang sangat asir ya, sangat damai-damai sekali ya. Oke. Kalau begitu Otsu kare semuanya, jangan sampai damai-damai. Jadi sudah malam, mari kita tidur. It's night already, so let's sleep. Otsu everyone. Otsu kare. So and oh ya, apa sih namanya? Schedule masih belum ya. Yeah, I haven't post my schedule, so yeah. Sunday, I guess. Yeah, as always. So, see you on the next stream. Bye bye. Sudah, jangan bertantem. Daripada berantem, lebih baik Dameda de Damina no yo Anta ga suki de Suki sugite Ure dake tsuyoi Osake de mo Yogamanai Omoide ga